Hi guys, back again. Now, one of my missions for these videos was to stamp out a lot of the misconceptions I'm dealing with on a day-to-day basis with runners. I thought it was a really efficient way to just put out a few videos and try to get the eyeballs of a lot of runners in one hit rather than delivering it day in, day out. I feel like it's a great way to just get on the front foot and be preventative and try to stop injuries happening and get people managing their pain straight away better rather than not knowing what to do and then coming into the clinic 6-8 weeks later, 6 months later with something that's hard to treat because they didn't know any better. So it means a lot to me to try to get on the front foot and change things like this in a preventative kind of way rather than sitting back. I feel like I'm doing my job really well by doing this. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was two really big misconceptions that I'm dealing with every day, and I think these are just about the two biggest ones that I'm really passionate about with spreading the message and getting people to understand. So in this video, I'll talk about the first one, and it's about having the realistic expectation when you have an Achilles tendon pain or injury. So if your Achilles tendon pain hasn't gone away after a couple of days of rest and it's still sore in that Achilles tendon region, whether it's right down the bottom or 2 centimeters above the heel bone, then straight away you're going to be expecting that you're going to have that injury for 8 weeks or 3 to 6 months. So it's quite a lengthy period. Now, if it is that pain 2 centimeters above the heel, then roughly 8 weeks if you manage it well. If it's more the insertional one, 3 to 6 months if you manage it well. So straight away, if you're starting to think along those lines, you're going to create the right environment for your Achilles to get better. Rather than go, oh, I'm going to be fine in a week. And so then you just try to manage your training and get through the next race. And then go, oh no, I still want to do that race, so I'll manage my training and do that race. Oh, it'll be fine in a few days. Okay, I'll just manage my load and I'll do that race. You're not going to get better with that frame of thinking. So straight away, I want people to start understanding that because tendons have poor blood supply, they are just slow healers. They do change though. So there is a huge negative stigma and negative frame of mind when people get Achilles injuries. They think doom or gloom and they think they'll never get better. They do get better. So they get better with really appropriate expectations. And if you have that appropriate expectation that, okay, well, this is a mid-portional Achilles tendon injury, it's going to take 8 weeks, so these first weeks I'll stop running, I'll deload, I'll make it settle down, I'll still cross-train, but I'll start doing some light strength exercises so I'm preparing it to get better. So when you've got the appropriate expectations, it means that you manage it better. You download the load for the appropriate amount of time that you need so that you start feeling better in the morning. You start noticing that you're not as stiff in the morning. You start noticing you're not as stiff throughout the day. You're not limping as much. You start doing the right choices in life. So you've offloaded from running for a certain amount of time, and then you go, okay, well, I better be smart with my shoes and my footwear because I'm not running and I'm doing everything, so I may as well tick all the boxes. So you start, maybe wearing a heel raise or putting the appropriate running shoes on. You start doing the strength exercises because you've got more time, you're not running, so you're like, oh, I may as well do something. So every day you start being consistent with the strength exercises. If you start sort of formulating that environment, then the Achilles will down-regulate, it'll settle down, it'll get stronger, it won't get irritated every day from trying to do too much. So the load is going down that you're putting through it, but then you're also strengthening it. So you're equipping the tendon to be in a better state to tolerate running again. Whereas if you keep sort of overloading it every day or every week, then how is it actually going to get better? How is it actually going to get stronger? So setting the right expectations, knowing how long it's going to take, the right time frames, acknowledging that tendons are slow, and as soon as you get the pain, expect that it's going to be this certain amount of time, so then stop planning for races that just aren't going to be realistic. You're going to be more equipped at providing the right environment for the tendon to get better, and you're more likely to get better. Alright, I'll be back in a few moments with my next video as well, talking about another misconception that I'm fielding every day and I really want to get out there.